OKFM 101.7.
Abanche medasi Ora Dennis Miracle Aboagye kasama former His Excellency Dr. Veep Bawumia our flag bearer de Emma Osunu Kokoko amanyuko wudi aban MPP. Uncle Dennis mo wache.
Yeah, we don't know.
Na boko odie.
I don't me. Divine selection. Sure.
Ami. Na Mira Mahmoud Bawumia na what to say?
I don't know here. But no, because we do tema. And now yet tema central. Somebody tema was.
Na campaign no retail one no hete.
A company there 90% retail.
Okay.
So far they so good. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ne campaign star no and one oguso. Odo constituency ni mo a constituency key stakeholders edin komo or your community engagement on them maba nem rantier mebushia edin komo ora edwum enedwedifo echichia edin komo ora lorry parks or the drivers edin komo on 90th street edin ora refie that's been the strategy, and then one of the Ababedu September, August, and that's the strategy we are sticking to, and from now to elections.
Okay. And more friends and children share more outline cost of living. Said yes, I did a quanya. You're about me, be dear buyer. Whatever so now, what solve that issue? No, fire somewhere. Let's say.
See, you know, idea dance say a free 2020. We are has been going through different kind of crisis at one point in time. In fact, at some point, Maya would be to say UK, any Germany near their crown. Omunya crisis. Germany, they do baby na some crown omunya bi and fa and when did the oil no adding more. And see globally no. There seems to be some economic crisis and a food crisis. The world is trying to get out of. Ghana, so the kakra akanye. And then maybe the other say a few year or two, you know, the mabo akosro. And ama the day-to-day life of the typical Ghanaian. No crepa ne say akosro kakra. What it means is that say opesa with the buying any or mine any now about for two about now what's it the normal idea back one so the two to say you have to have a solution to the cost of living because a idea back where a here Ghana for it's as part of Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia say and then a planning a strategy for Ghana the no acquire before you be reduce the cost of living in the country. Very crucial, very important. Now, when me buy drink say your cost of living, there are some key things. The housing, baby, you better Ghana say see the one in rent and one some. Your utilities. Petrol name, fuel war, electricity war, any idea account. Yeah, transportation. When it comes to the cost and prices, transportation is crucial. And see, some normal way na Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia did say obomodi na yeshene yetsenetino based on the IIN in the past. And then the car, you to me, you know, so strategy in the few past each of these things. Oh, a henny,
Hello. Oh, I might. Mama ni why. Okay, 101.7 so yani ora Dennis Miracle Aboagye kasama afuma Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia na mana tiko. Baba ye nto aso a. Miracle Aboagye bisa mo akwaba.
Wo fa mejo so.
Ye nto aso a.
Enti saa normal enan yegwe na Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia gidi say eye crucial a. Say to me enya eho ehia no na ye de ba ebeboa na cost of living akwama wonsem no etumi akofem kakra. Enti wahyehyɛ no ma bebree, for example kuyayo say no ensase de wo bebree, so ɛho behia sɛ yebetumi de nneɛma bi so aka de ayɛ dada no na etumi ahyɛ ho kena, especially when it comes to large scale farming yebetumi ayɛ nnuaba no ɛne nnuane no ne kɛseɛ mu na etumi aboa ɔman no. Eti waka how would be able to boost production, looking at using lime na yetumi improve the fertility of your soil no. Sɛ be ya to say amaya de ɛyɛ amaya aka no so no. See the only some mind bi wɔ hɔ, for example Brazil. Ebura Brazil for bedua ɛwɔ 1 acre so bag of obenya no. Ebi wɔ abɛhwɛ na ɛbɔ ho enum de ayɛ benya wɔ 1 acre so ɛwɔ Ghana. What it means is that yama yekuafo no krampo no ehwe mo ɔmo bread do, because ejuma obi bɛyɛ 1 acre a also bɛyɛ 1 acre ejuma kro ahoden kro, but ɔno bɛwie no enya bag edu na ukura no bag mienu eti ansa na wo benya bag edu no na sɛ gye sɛ what do acre no mako enum eti wo ahoden ne wo obi bia wɔ anim ɛdɔso sen ɔmo mo de but ɔmo nya kra sen ho. Enti yɛhwɛ ɛhɔ no so ne introduce technology na yetumi aboa na yekuaye no, especially when it comes to large scale no etumi akɔ enim kakra. And ebiem Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia is proposing say Development Bank Ghana omo meduma kese ba kopa ne so mbepe funding na yede aboa a lot of development agenda in the country. Enti Development Bank Ghana ebeboa na ye provide the needed finance and the funding ama large scale farming, whilst at the same time no ye share ekwa befa so a warehouses are ye see across the country no ye be biem na yama silos no and warehouses na doso na yetumi yesa enuabe ya yetumi esi ohemu yia. You'd realize that a lot of Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia's plans going into the future no Boniba say it's not in vacuum. Just and now from Mamukwa ewo enyinaso ne ye niama yetumi aye so far no emu de he ena ko yie, emu de he ena aka entumi ko yie. Enti de ko yie ne de ye bo ho ban. Enti planting for food and jobs eboa ekuafo dodo na across the country no ehe e fine bayin na si ye hwe ne ye hye mukena ya ne mu de na tumi akɔ yie si ye bo ho ban. Enti that would continue. Warehouse na yekuso a yesisi no, we'll have to scale it up and upgrade it and improve and increase the numbers. Yes, you know, irrigation systems, you know, a fine aka, yen to me ye manin koko see, Falugu dama a kasi besia, a sunny economic challenges in yen to me every year, you know, or shabos of every so that irrigation system can come on stream to provide the needed irrigation for our brothers and sisters in the northern part of the country. And it's an influence Omanya, some part of the northern part of Omanya crisis.
Me too.
Looking at what we have done so far, looking at how what we have done has succeeded and what is outstanding. Ebium oka transportation won some. One of me arguments say Ghana, especially when it comes to the urban areas. Transport costs there back where Ghana for obi wo ho a senior oje salary ebia 2,000 Ghana cedis. Ote Madina, every Madina eko yoye na juma ebia Accra ebia or spend ebia 15 Ghana cedis. Eti wo be mo no every 10 days bia no or spending 15 cedis times 10 30 days no ne transportation in one number 450 Ghana cedis out of the salary of 1,800 Ghana cedis. And a lot of the transport owners will tell you say the key component in their cost and our pricing, price of fuel, price of spare parts, and maintenance. Into normally GPRT for me to say yeah, temperature so come so it's an spare parts war so. Spare parts war so come from almost so it's an fuel. We need to have an integrated planner. You better be so many no. So what Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia is saying is that shall we begin to look at introducing electric vehicles? Electric vehicles ready. So there, 50% at least 50% savings, at least 50% savings on the electric vehicles when it comes to what cost on the petrol and diesel vehicle. No, electric vehicles you buy almost 50%.
Agnes, I'm saying, Amano, anyway. Okay, 1.7. Aba, Yanko.
Enti asema na make ora brigade for ne bambo for the koboy ni wo finance ministry say wo mo penkuntabuo ambulance spare parts due 34.9 million no
wo penkuntabuo a ye wo avenues sasa wo de yere efa na wo de ho adanse akọ ebi office of the special prosecutor ebi yoko ebi kran so de wo betimi asama a wo mo e wo mrem na omadi na ya na ade ni nyina no there could be say asama wo ka no e no kore but when you come to court evidence based.
Okay. And now officer mo kobodom pem so ministry kun na
onyere
semo.
Okay,
so many police for clash so say police for international
enya venue so okon.
Okay.
You mama komra.
Cobra.
Okay. Okay, 101.7 so in Agnes.
And the pay them on network no. Enti electric vehicles no be boa na transportation cost akọ enti no put them no can say by end of the year you expect about 100 of the buses are running urban way na aboa na etumi and the idea is to introduce a lot more of these electric vehicles to replace a lot of our vehicles that you are running on the petrol diesel no so that the nyama mienu will cost the tough one anyhow because your friend is saying petrol and diesel, and my understanding is that about 70% of that is gone. Electric vehicle no the maintenance and to say petrol and diesel no so almost about 50% a free hop, and that would lead and help to reduce the cost of transportation hugely in the country. Ebiom adeba kwa yesha na hydrogen pansi ye utilities. Which our transportation ewie fe de wabefie no. Wo light be obo enso enenam ewiem. And you to be blaming ECG for the cost because production no was so we are running a lot on gas thermal plants. Any at the NT, EMA production no eco-show. So what we are looking at really is to introduce a lot of solar power, into our national grid. And what the solar power is going to do, they say, no one will fem kakra, and bema cost no so akofem, senebeya consumer no, nebo so tiano. And cost will be area no be into introducing in kakra. Now it's me abwa. In fact, all the things Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia is even encouraging. They say even households no krano. You modo do na between solar. And once you go on solar no, your metering system be so solar no be now to me use why you can push it back into the national grid. Now yet to me push it to add it.
Because Miko Israel. Na ehwo no wo mususo la pa chese wo jira na bia wo to ani fe aha chese so na wo mususo ba na 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 yetu nsi bi ba mbeti si ese ni boarding
I see those are things we need to look at and crack, but ultimately no the point is that gradually when we begin to shift towards solar no the end game when they say yebo no ebeko fm kakra na say yako housing a dime board rent board aboarding if you run for rent or more than a it all leads and adds up to your cost of living. And see, one of the ways is looking at reducing that cost. Rental assistance scheme here, or can one say me? And rental assistance scheme in put there. I mean, and what he's saying is that we have to scale it up. Na enkosro, na emboa, senebeya, yebetumi, edi asoso Ghana for say. And then me no can say we are a branch here, we are bebu, we are Ghanaian. It's a renter. We need to get that home. I would be tiano. Which we call rental assistance scheme. No more boy, no which you rent. Now if you which and kakra, Eddie Amomo. Thousands of people in so far, or much to be benefiting. And it's one of the ways Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia is preaching. Say we need to upgrade it, increase the allocation to the rental assistance scheme. So maybe between Aboagye and Affordable going into the future. And then he's also speaking about providing shelters. Listen, I'm saying we see hostels Amakayai, ebi wa Shaman, ebi wa Madina, yesi bi wa Techiman, yesi bi nso wa Ashanti region, and we share ne kwa bonten so na kwa hebe bia yeni anu mu bi da awo mu nso to no se rebe mu ni ade a we need to begin to find ways and means a yebetumi aboa safely. Iti ene afaka ye form more hostel as I speak to you. You're training about 2 or 3 cohorts. That's why you're training in skills development. Obe you know when you're Jumaya. We know you're Jumaya. Obe to be a call rental assistance scheme. No akwaje rent support. No that call rent. Now for your Juma. We are also looking at making lands available within the urban areas, the busy areas, for large scale developers. Now, Omu develop here. Oma reserve a percentage, I think about 20 or 30%, for low income persons. See, I mean, say, according to Asia Juma.
And Asia Juma.
Oh, say, Nippon baby, or how ye Juma, Accra. Mom, Ninya Eka, ye traffic build up, no. And see, I didn't think it's a phone call or Montana cantonment and a laboni. A buying a one Sasini idea or ho, ye remember developers, develop it. We used to see a dining here. Now, would the bear 20-30% be at home? I'm a low income for no so much. Almost so much me at him. Now, other age within the city center, and when you say, Obeko, and they reactivated State Housing Corporation. At some point, they go. In fact, after the time I bought 2017, that State Housing Corporation, they go. Umuni, a friend is saying, just take it to a crowd with the BCC, and they, Okwa Denta, or Yarifa, near the Adaya, almost you. In fact, State Housing and CC Adaya across the country, I'm Western North. Say you are seeing almost CC Adaya or Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia is saying, say, I see upgrading State Housing for Juma Mayano. Near scaling up almost to the city become not gonna afford the one I to me, Adaya or Mobi to me. These are some of the things that Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia can once a more. Or did you say, you to me, ya, a beboa na your cost of living no aquafem. Remember, say, Ohene mama boy nyina enye niema wakatum from mo esensen ho dodo na ye lay foundation dada ye be build it on that foundation need to be these new things are all can one seminar, and that's what we've been preaching about the upgrade. The upgrade basically means is that in agriculture we have done certain things that have succeeded, but again we still have certain things that we need to do, and I say we have certain things that we need to improve on the strategies we've employed so far. We don't need to clean and reset all the things we have done in agric, because then we'll be losing. What we should be doing rather is to protect the na yentumi empushi the akana yentumi enye transportation a lot of things in here within the transport sector, but yentumi electric vehicle.
Okay.
So electric vehicle is a new thing that we want to bring into the transport.
Okay.
And that is what we mean. We talk about when we talk about upgrade. Rental assistance scheme is already running, and what the vice president is talking about is to upgrade it and to ensure, say, we would be improving it and increasing the number of beneficiaries. And that is what Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia is talking about.
And yeah, Mamma was a pan, I'm saying, and Panson Fama. And Ushana Nadim Chazamano.
Yamin Shao Mame.
Unshaw, so. Ora Dennis Miracle, Aboagye, ɛyɛ kasama for ma his excellency Dr. Alhaji Mahmood Bawumia na
OKFM 101.7.